Hi there, I'm author Jason Matthews, and I just read a new book that Amazon put out. It's called Building Your Book for Kindle, and I think this is an important read for anybody who makes and sells ebooks, especially if they're selling on Amazon. And it's a quick and easy read, and I just read it, and I wanna tell you some of my thoughts about it. First of all, this is what the cover looks like, Building Your Book for Kindle. It's a free book, of course. Amazon just wants to help you out with all the little pointers to help make your conversion as professional and as easy as possible. And it should be noted, a lot of people think that they have to have a Kindle to read this book. You don't. If you just go to Amazon and if you do a search, Kindle for PC or Kindle for Mac or whatever kind of computer that you have, you'll find these links where you can just download the Kindle application. Um, right, so you can read any Kindle book on your computer, basically. Okay, so here it is. This is what you'll want, the free Kindle reading apps, and then you can just choose whatever kind of device or computer that you have. For example, if you have a PC, you just click on that, click on download, and then you can have a Kindle reading application on your computer. And I've already done that, so this is what it looks like after you download and install it on your computer. This is the book, Building Your Book for Kindle, and if you just scroll through it, you'll see table of contents, and you can hyperlink to some of these different chapters anytime you want, or you can use the menu and go back to the beginning. It's a good book. It's got a little bit of all of the basics that you're going to need. As far as using. First of all, it talks about using Microsoft Word documents. Most people use Microsoft Word, and this is an example of one of my books that's in Microsoft Word, and it talks about formatting something like this and making it ready for Kindle. And it gives all of the basics, things that you want to know, like using the show hide feature, which shows your paragraph returns, things like that. Talks about setting indents instead of using spaces or tabs, all kinds of basic stuff, using page breaks. For example, here's a page break that ends the table of contents and then goes into the introduction. It talks about getting rid of headers and footers because ebooks they don't have page numbers, so you really don't need things like that. It also talks about proper front matter, the kind of having the title page centered so that it looks nice, copyright information, all that kind of stuff. Then it also talks about creating a table of contents. And you can hyperlink the chapters. So if someone clicks on that, they're going to go to the appropriate chapter. And it gives you all the information on uploading, using proper metadata, which is like the title, the description, keywords, categories, and how to do things so that people can find your book in an Amazon search. For example, Amazon is a search engine. If you go to Amazon anywhere in this bar here, and if you click on something like extreme skiing, um, then you're going to find books that have to do with that subject. So a lot of people can search on Amazon by subject matter, and you're going to want your metadata to be good to help people find what you're looking for. Now, there's another book on formatting that people are going to compare this Amazon book to, and it's Smashwords Style Guide. It's a free style guide from Smashwords. And this is basically ebook formatting in general that works for every device, whether you want to upload it Apple or Barnes& and Noble or Smashwords or even Amazon. This is a much more in-depth book. It's about 72 pages PDF, whereas the Amazon book is it's like 31 screens, and you'll notice it's big writing. Each screen is really quick and easy to read through. It took me like 15, maybe 20 minutes to thoroughly read through this book. So it's a very short and easy read, but it's just for Kindle, so it's really it's really all you need if you're just going to upload to Kindle. If you have any plans on uploading to other places, I recommend also reading the style guide by Smashwords because it's extremely thorough on many more subjects. One thing I wasn't super impressed with the Kindle book is talking about making covers. They do discuss making a cover and developing a cover, and we all know how important a cover can be. One thing that they don't give you much information about is how to find people who can help design covers, just in case you can't do it yourself, or talk about programs, common programs that are used to help create covers, programs like Photoshop or Inkscape or GIMP. Lots of different free, well, Photoshop's not free, but a lot of free programs are out there that can help you create one. And references, I know they don't want to give away recommendations to people who create covers, but maybe better ways of finding them other than just Google uh, page or cover designers. Now, one of the really helpful things that the book talks about is downloading the Kindle Previewer. If you go to the Kindle Previewer on Amazon, and you can just Google this or search bar this term, you'll find links to download a little application that's going to help you see what your book's going to look like on a Kindle. And not only on the basic Kindle, on all the different Kindle devices. Unfortunately, this download took me about 10 minutes to download. I was really surprised with how long it took. But this is what it is. This is what it looks like. This is the Kindle Previewer. And then the nice thing is it supports a lot of different file types. So this is Mobi, which is a Kindle file. This is EPUB, which is actually what tablets like Apple's iPad and Barnes & Noble Nook uses. This is HTML. Anyway, so if you click on Open Book and then you select one of your books, so this is the Kindle content for one of my books, How to Make, Market, and Sell eBooks All for Free. And if we open that, then there's my book. And I want you to notice that I actually just uploaded my book in Word instead of converting it to HTML or web page filtered. And everything works just fine. You can just upload in Word document. For example, here's my table of contents. And if you click on one of the hyperlinks, you immediately go to that chapter. Um, but this is a nice feature. And for example, you can see what different devices will look like. Let me go to my final page. So for example, if I click on this button that says devices, this is what it looks like on Kindle Fire, but this is what the same page would look like on a basic Kindle, because it's obviously e-ink and with the grayscale tones. This is what it would look like on Kindle for iPad. This is what it would look like on Kindle for iPhone. So that's kind of neat that it shows you all these different devices and how it's going to look. And another thing is you can check to see if your navigation works. Like click on the table of contents. Good, it goes to the table of contents. Kindle Fire. And then you can always double check to make sure your hyperlinks work. It's really great having this Kindle Fire or Kindle Previewer. The book also talks about making changes and uploading a revised edition. People ask me this all the time. What if I've already published on Kindle, can I make changes? Yes, absolutely. You can change your book as often as you want, especially if readers maybe point out a typo or if you realize there's extra stuff you wanted to add, like maybe links to your websites or social media, things like that. You can always add that. If you do really substantial changes, you can contact Amazon and they'll send out an email to people who've bought your book and let them know that there's an updated version that's substantially different. A lot of good things in this book. It's really Amazon Kindle specific. If you're just uploading to Amazon and selling there, then I do recommend getting this book. If you plan on uploading to other places or even selling from your own websites, I really recommend also reading the Smashword Style Guide. So basically, that's it in a nutshell. It's a 5-star book. If you want to just upload to Amazon Kindle, got to read this book. It's going to help you save you time, energy. And if you want to do other things, then I recommend reading my book too, How to Make, Market, and Sell Ebooks all for free. Any of my how-to guides will help you. But anyway, if you've enjoyed this video presentation, then thanks for taking the extra minutes to watch this. And check out my other videos or get in touch with me if you have questions. Okay, hope this helps.